And hello again. It's been a while. Oh, there's so much happened last time. So we just sent Clazier, or what was her name? I have it on my whiteboard. Katarinze Alayer.
As you look back, you
with
think,
Kim.
so love did do him in, after all.
Was it though? If we trust her version of the events, it did, but her version is still not proven. There are some details that do not add up. I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
Would have connected in some other place. I did the right thing, I know it.
Feels good, doesn't it? Doing the right thing.
I already miss Kalazi.
Of course you do, Harry. Everyone does. Gone forever. Sire, thee shall never findeth another mistress quaint like her.
So, if we believe her version of the events, and it sounded believable, that the shot came from the window and killed him in the bed while he was in the process of fucking her. Then, well, she said that she thinks that Ruby came from the hole, sneaked through the pinball area, then watched in the peephole, got through this door, standing somewhere here, and shot him in the mouth from here. Why this doesn't sound too believable to me is the fact that first she should have heard the shot, and like other people in this building should have heard the shot 100%. Also, she would have had to bring the rifle somehow, then exit with the rifle somehow, quickly get back to the bar and sit there. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't seem too believable. My theory is that he got shot from the abandoned building where we were before, and also I've been thinking, if this is true, if the murderer was in that building and shot the person from there, then the dice maker lady should have heard something, but she told us that night of the hanging she was working and didn't see or hear anything. So she might be lying about that. She might be also involved in the murder too. I think Ruby might be involved in the murder, but didn't murder him per se. So that's this is as far as I can go without just based on a hunch, mostly without any evidence. It's really hard to even come up with the suspects because because of the murder weapon. It's just so strange that it was an old rifle with like high quality bullet, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Strange. I have 1 skill point. Yeah, go for rhetoric. Also, I want to know what how's this thing called? Signature skill. I wonder what it does. I have a few hypotheses, like maybe it will give me 2. If I level it up, it will give me 2 points instead of 1, or it will like update all white skill checks or something like that. It must be something. It never explained what it actually does, and I don't want to look it up. So let's test it. Yeah, let's test it now, even though I don't actually need more points in drama. So it's 11. What about white skill checks? Yeah, there's a bunch here. No skill checks for intellect based. Well, let's see. I don't see. Bonus from items +4. Yeah, okay. Signature skill just +1. Bonus from thought 0. Nothing really happens. Oh, shit, really? Nothing? Yeah, I still have no idea what it does. Maybe I should load. Yeah, let's load.
As you look back, if it weren't for her, of course she'd gone forever. Feels good.
Yeah, maybe more in Volition too. Volition helps me in situation with our Orani disco dancer. What should I do now? Inspect Classy Boyo. Yeah, it's on the coast somewhere. What is the coast supposed to be? Make Titus give up Ruby's location. I feel like I should wait until Kim is back. Those church fisherman shacks. What is the coast supposed to be? The smoker says his Sunday friend has gone for a stroll along the coast. A lot of things happening on the coast. There's also a lowman girl that flipped out and went on the coast. So we'll have 3 things there. Ruby was the organizer of the hanging. She's also missing, but the Hardy Boys will be tight-lipped about her location. You need to get them to open up. Have you fully explored the whirling? Analyzed the site of the murder? Truly and thoughtfully interrogated Classy? All this might make convincing them easier. Yeah, well, I think I fully explored. There might be some things that opened up after the conversation. Let's just make sure. Especially with the window.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass. In an untarnished golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Wait, what? He's considering this point? It's so far away, what the hell? Like, is this a lighthouse there? I haven't even been there. Some island? Yeah, all the locations I haven't been at. So maybe... It couldn't have happened from the abandoned building? So my theory is completely killed immediately.
A two-hearted spider.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him.
Well, does it come? Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Have a look at the point A, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
So I'm 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from. Gun residue. I don't know. From like a week ago.
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago. 72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belmagrave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? A closer point. No. Are there any arguments against A prime the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could the shot have come from inside the room?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
But what speaks for this theory is the fact that she shot the guy in the mouth. From this distance, from the roof, it's possible. It's highly likely. Extrapolate the radius to include all of the Martinis.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely,
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
The boardwalk, B prime.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Yeah, and that narrows it down to the mercenaries. But then why would they use the antique gun? Have a look at point double prime, B double prime, Land's End. I haven't really been at these, like maybe I've been at B prime, but is there a high point there? Also, what? There's the charge? Too bad you can't actually see the whole location. Just look around if it was in 3D and not just top-down view.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
B triple prime, the islet. The hell is islet? Islet?
Islet.
Alright.
1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez perhaps.
He said islet.
There are islets there, badly charted as they may be.
I guess it's a rare word if even voice actor pronounce it incorrectly.
The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
But why not the abandoned trade center? It's so much closer, and the angle seemed to be possible. So the shot could have come from somewhere. Oh yeah, I'm not doing the voice if I am in the thoughts. So the shot could have come from somewhere further out than the roof.
It is possible that it came from B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Land's End, or B triple prime, the islet.
Well, if they are marking those locations, then I assume the abandoned center is not an option. Then just angle wasn't right. It's one of the B's. Because A just, I don't know, doesn't make sense based on what I already said.
You can't know for sure until you investigate those locations. The lieutenant would probably agree that, in this situation, it's best to be thorough.
I wish Kim was here. Alright. What traces can there even be? Now. It's been so long ago. Not to mention if all 3 shots were almost a miracle. It would have been done by a professional who wouldn't leave anything behind. Well. Should I even talk to these assholes?
Again? I can't but
Hey, was there another thing? Great. I love those.
Now I can actually snitch on her because she's under arrest. Not very honorable, but I kinda interested in what he will say. Cause yeah, in room 3 she nicked the 4-9.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
He stops himself.
He really doesn't like it being classier.
Lena? Oh, the crazy coon. Yeah, I bet you didn't want it to be her.
What's that supposed to mean? Fuck you, buddy. She's not my taste. Good thing she pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it.
Wow, she really isn't his taste. Her spell hasn't spread here.
Now, was there anything else? I have like 4,000 coasters to... Yes?
You're welcome, guard. Could talk to Titus. Oh well, the progression of the investigation should go on without Kim. We shouldn't waste time.
Just
if we
dragged her
can.
away, huh? Stone cold. Didn't think you had it in you.
I didn't have it, what in me to arrest her.
Yeah, you ruthless son of a bitch. I certainly didn't have it in me. I always let the pretty ones go. I'm soft-like by it.
He nods approvingly. Huh. I thought we would have problems with the Hardys, but I guess he respects that somehow?
yeah, like when we let old Clancy's widow walk.
Oh, Denise, the diner girl. The milk rack on that one.
He says almost elegantly. What? Elegantly? Alleged.
Elegiacally.
Okay, means elegantly, maybe? The Google Translate doesn't even help me. Of, relating to, or involving elegy, or mourning, or expressing sorrow for that which is irrecoverably past. Okay. Okay, one more time.
Elegically.
Can't say I wasn't sad to see her go. Our Claudia there. Her face when your friend walked her out. Goddamn.
Yeah, by the way, it's not her name. I wonder how the eighth Hardy will react if she was romantically engaged with our suspect. Or witness, yeah. Hold up, her face, what did it look like?
Like she was walking to the gallows.
He avoided looking her straight in the eye. You would have too.
This sounds like I'm being sarcastic. That was the normal thing to do. She was a flight risk. I'm a cop.
Yes. Normal. Nothing to do about it now, I guess. I just hope she can game her way through the system and come out the other way.
He seems to be thinking.
Don't think I forgot how I specifically let you know how I felt about her arrest either. Now, what do you want?
He says, shaking his head.
His tone is friendly now, and the last words are actually accompanied with a little smile.
Okay, I talked to Claudia, and now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Jeez. She's your real leader. I'm not going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer. Also, he's called Ellis Courtenier. I have seen her. I guess there's a chance that we don't know his real name. That's why the lines are written this way. I have seen her in a Londonum included Delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. Look, I need to pin this on someone, and I've decided to pin this on her. I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. No, I don't suspect. A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby. I don't like just the first one. I mean, the sixth one could be useful, because she's a real leader.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off!
A civil war is brewing, and the only way is to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't.
Yeah, I figured he wouldn't actually tell me anything useful.
Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs. She is missing, and if you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. That's how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese.
Ooh,
You don't
boy.
even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it. I don't know how it will influence the whole thing, even if you just have a theory. Why would they say? Why would they help to catch one of them, especially their organizer? God damn it! I want to see the bonuses. Keen Union box? I don't remember this. So the winch outside, staged like a play, a reconstructed murder scene, found antique rifle, Cashier gave motive, +3 secret route found. Ruby is a drug trader established. Not bad.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She didn't go to the toilet.
No.
That's a lie. The window Clausia gave for the time of death was from 11:30 to 12:15.
I know that's not the case.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cobb.
That's probably for the best. Don't break her stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
He taps on his temple. And also, like, the shots, the sound of the shots, come on.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
So I need to do it. I need to come up with the most probable theory. You do agree the shot came from the roof, right? Skilled sambo artist could have climbed the outer wall like a spider. There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. Okay, third one seems to be solid. Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the building? There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
How?
He looks sincerely curious. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
Be People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is on the outer wall of the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
And how does she come into it?
The big guy takes a long, considered gulp of beer. Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down, all under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
He turns to Eugene.
Right there, underneath the calm and the cool, a nervousness. He's thinking, Ruby could have fucked us all over. How did I not see it?
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
What's the... whatever. Even if she killed the guy, why do they care? Like, they didn't like him. He was a merc of, like, Wild Pines, their enemies. Why would they cooperate with me on this? Just because Ruby lied to them? That's... I don't know, that's silly.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Oh, come on, you... It should be a... okay, let's see. Found footprints... Pinball machines... Footprints. I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
The tracks were recent, but not worn down in the right foot like Ruby's. It's best to omit this pesky little polemic for now.
Oh.
Too confusing.
Yeah, I actually forgot that it wasn't... they weren't the same shoes. I actually don't remember the description. Shit. So it's better to omit this. A week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Well, should I go through with all of them, or... Because they are still... What's this winch out back on the outer wall of the building? I don't... Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the building?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
That's right.
That's wall mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There is a 72% chance that the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
I wish. I have no idea how he calculates that. He picks up his beer.
Definitely lie. The truth is not credible.
Yes, I have a ballistics lab in core and we consult in cases like these.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. What else have you got? It puts her on the roof.
Well, yeah, I think that's about it. Those two might actually, like, the second line might hurt some of the probabilities. Guess what? Remember that key I found here?
I don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the kitchen door that leads to the roof. You didn't find it. But Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took
What?
that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
It feels like something is missing. He talks to Theo. But Theo didn't say anything.
Now, the ribbon was old, faded. It had been there for 20 years at least.
Putting it back, I mean... It's not the worst idea, because if it was so long out there for 20 years and nobody found it, it's a good spot to hide it. She could have just put it back there once she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits. And he knows it.
However, we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we established.
He shakes his head.
But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
He forms a gun with his hand.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
I mean, I don't think Ruby did it, and I don't think the theory we're trying to sell him is true, but I guess I need to convince him so he gives me more information. Already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too. I have analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed. It's a good one. There's a small 28% chance that... Right? There's show them the antique rifle. There are weapons like this just lying around in Martinez. Okay. I mean, this is not bad. If you can just whip out a rifle out of your ass. There are weapons like that just lying around in Martinez.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was hidden there with others, just like it.
Also inoperable?
Yes, but there were so many, 20, maybe 30 rifles.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
Yeah, he shakes his head.
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
I have analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed.
So,
The man shrugs and looks at you.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those.
What? It must have come from breech-loading rifle? But is... The antique one... Is it breech-loading?
This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military grade, how did Ruby get it?
Ah, shit. I'm contradicting myself somehow. So it was a breech loader. I just showed you a breech loader that any child could have.
A broken old broomstick is what you showed me. But point taken.
He nods.
Time to really close the deal.
Nice.
Show them the bullet.
This is the bullet that did it. 4.46 millimeter. The Bill McGrave uses the same caliber.
The blonde man looks at the mushroomed Deathbringer in the evidence bag and says,
Yeah, the bitch is jacketed all right. 4mm too.
whoa.
Well, goddamn. It's not proof, but it's a possible murder weapon. Close to her. Too damn close. You have been thorough. I'll give you that.
Alright. Should I just move on then? I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just... I don't get this one. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. But you arrived here after the murder, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Maybe I just don't understand something in here.
You lost your gun?
Oh, I forgot that I don't know. The blonde man is taking a back, not even laughing.
What an idiot!
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
It was a joke.
Sure. Take your sorry ass out of here. Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
Shit. I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Titus slaps his thigh.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
Was I? Fine, Titus, I'm not getting into it if it touches on your precious business.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Why did I say that? Stupid. The tattooed man bursts out laughing at his own joke.
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
It's so strange also, I thought they knew about this because the Everard, their boss, knows it. I thought the word would spread from him.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
He almost gets up from his seat.
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
And we have it.
The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
Yeah, the second one... Maybe it's... my waiting class came downstairs. Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you? Before I arrested Claudia, she told me some pretty interesting things about Ruby.
Yeah. Like what?
Apparently she had a thing for Claudia.
A thing? You mean?
He tilts his head to the side and falls silent.
Behind his squinting eyes, dominoes are falling. Fast. It's all beginning to make sense to him now.
Yeah, but they're both girls.
The fat man looks up from the table, oblivious. That was bewildering for me too, but that's what she said. Come on guys, she hangs out with you meth heads. This cannot come as a surprise. It's supernatural, a reality-breaking event, and we just need to accept it. It's scary, yes, she probably went to a university and learned it from a liberal. Come on guys, she hangs out with you meth heads. Meatheads actually. Meatheads, this cannot come as a surprise.
Yeah? No. Ruby's got more balls than a ball pit. You'd have to be an idiot not to... Guys, I'm not the only one who knew. Right?
He looks around.
Knew what? First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Can you call girls F word too? I never heard this used this way.
Glenn here obviously likes men and he can't hack it. That's his thing, and you do not want to get into it. Moving on.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
The mask smiles.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
She didn't fuck you, 'cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Light laughter sounds off in the room. It feels nervous. Claudia said she made advances on her and she thwarted them. She also threatened her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
The big man rubs his chin.
Sort of, but he doesn't have to know that.
She just told us Ruby made her scared and she spilled the beans.
That Ruby is queer as cabaret. Now that I start thinking about it, I don't know why I didn't see it earlier.
The rolls are pretty high here. Drama 12. I wonder how much I'm missing of those extra hints or advices from my court. on like a logic department, or it's not too high here. 7 is still pretty low. My highest ones are drama and empathy.
And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit...
He glances at Glenn. Oh wait, so Glenn is gay?
If that's the case, then it's not right. But it's not the case, right?
He looks at Titus, then Elaine.
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
Wait, no, Glenn is the guy, the hothead. So maybe I thought I was talking about Eugene actually. Yeah, that would be weird. if Glenn was gay. Well, do I really need to say anything else? There are many pieces of Eugene. When Claudia came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing.
The man
That's why
explains.
she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
He picks at Titus.
Eugene wants a woman on the team so they can do their job. That must be hard. Half of Martinez is female.
Yes, roll your eyes, female intuition. That's what it was. You're right, Eugene. Yes, she's just got her shit together. That's how she knew. Or she knew what happened because she killed him. Or she knew what happened because she killed him.
Not so useful.
Titus looks at Elaine and then Eugene.
Fucking hell.
The blonde man is in some kind of anguish that makes him stare into his garlic bread bowl intently. The other lines I don't like. Why can't I finish it now? It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize their cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory about that too, cop.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Like fuck she was.
It was her idea, right? The hanging.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
What? Why there's different... Well, I need to convince Titus, so maybe taking Titus as an example. Or should I go with the Eugene? Eugene seems... maybe I should go with the dumbest one, or no? Or the smartest one. So it would be a good example. I mean, Titus is not a dumbass. I don't know much about Eugene. Eh. Titus, let's assume you killed him.
You're on thin ice here, asshole.
He points at you. Would you prefer to go on trial with your men as part of a lynch job, or alone for cold-blooded murder?
Alone. I don't drag my men into shit with me.
Shit. Shit. If I knew where this was going, I would have picked Shanky then.
If she used us, then that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
But she didn't. This is fucking stupid, Titus. This and the queer thing, all of it. Why are more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
The blonde man looks around.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Titus looks grim.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Titus, I have to see it. Things don't add up. I need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Opinion. Option. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want.
He puts his beer down.
I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Wanna know why?
He smiles a peculiar smile.
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
He looks you straight in the eye. You think she knew I'd find evidence against her?
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Okay, will you actually give me anything useful? It's all well and good, but... when did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
And she... she had time to buy a gun that I lost. Just as she was leaving. What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me personally?
Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
And a hole in his heart. That first.
Was it sarcasm or real? She knows about Harrier de Bois. And a hole in his heart. Don't forget the funny tie too. No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the ending of the human experiment. She probably knew me from signing days. Signing days? I'm sorry, God, why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? I have no idea why she'd be scared. I am just a normal cop with the regular thoughts in his head. Yeah, normal cop. As in signing days, like doing autograph conferences. As if I'm a celebrity. She probably knew me from my signing days.
Yeah, that's real funny. She wasn't laughing, though.
Hyperstellar law official. He looks at you.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
He measures you up. What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up, like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
The tattooed man shakes his head.
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught me. But she was too scared.
Maybe Harry knew her personally somehow? Also? Interesting. I didn't expect that Harry would be actually known by people. Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al, and we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
The man stares into his beer.
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlogged. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there's some shit houses there, a cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
I'll start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry mate.
She dyes hair constantly. Do you know what she's doing with Uran frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
He looks around.
She said she's building a pale emitter.
His voice is very quiet.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
Titus puts an end to it.
It feels like you'll get to know soon enough.
Pale emitter. Was she responsible for Harry losing his memory? I mean, she was scared of him particularly. It's not much, but it will do. Go!
It'll have to.
He puts his hand out.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
Well, why not? You should be a cop, Titus.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
He scoffs.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
Another skill point. I do like how the needed amount of experience for level up doesn't change. Always the same. Alright, volition. Just a slightly, or visual calculus first. Well, let's add a bit of volition first, because it's slow. Okay. Fisher folk. There's a bunch of things on the coast. And I'll make a break in the recording, 1 sec.